Okay. Another day streaming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So, the other day, I was working on some functionality. I had made a plan that I wanted to figure out. So, here's what I had typed up. I don't even know if this gives me any information other than the fact that I have some really basic functionality and I have a lot that I need to do. Well, let's show what we've done. So, the layout has changed a good bit. And I have a couple buttons down here that'll take me back and forth now instead of making it seem like you're unlocking ads. Over here, you make money. Every time you watch an ad, you make money. So let's make up a good bit of money real quick. Let's make up a thousand gold stars. And let's go to inventory. And now we have a couple extras here. So I can buy AP flour. Let's make this a little bit bigger. AP flour. I buy one. One comes off, pops off. All right. Let's say I want to buy 10. I can. It adjusts. Let's say I want to buy vanilla extract. I can't buy 10. Let's buy the max that we can buy when it's available. That's 800. Boom. Now this guy's grayed out because as far as money goes, we can't afford it, right? And they all respond effectively to what you can now buy, right? So it and everyone else down here responds to that as well. So if you no longer have the amount of gold stars, then you can't click them. You can click all you want to, but it won't happen. All right. Minus 13. All right. So I could just buy AP flour now. Now, of course, what do? Well, you come and get more money. Watch more ads. You watch an ad, you get gold stars. And you just keep going. Now, today what I want to do, this is cool. This is cool and all. It functions very well. It's not buggy like it was. I'm gonna remove this button from here. I'm gonna put it over here, not the play ad, but I'm gonna put in-app purchases and stuff like that over here. And the reason, the app. So I had put it on the Google Play Store because I'm trying to, I'm trying to get this ads button to be live, and I needed to put the app on the Google Play Store first, then, send the company who's doing the ads needed me to send the live link of the application so that they could review it and see this, that, and the third. And I'm not sure what all they do in the background, but that's what they needed from me. They needed me to upload it so that I can go ahead and go through the process of authentication and whatever they need to do on their end to hook the app up so that, my ad units would work. Well, before they could do that, Google Play rejected my app because there's some functionality that goes on where when you, let's find this button real quick. So here's this button. When you click this button, the interactable, not interactable, but the button itself, the enabled version, it cuts off altogether. Well, if the ad doesn't run, it just stays inactive and they can't do anything from there, and that's it. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this button here, but it's going to do a different thing. It's not going to play a real ad. It's going to play a simulated ad that I create myself, and it'll work all the time, right? Then I'll have this in-app purchases, shops button over here, and it'll just say coming soon. Honestly, it'll say coming soon until the app passes and everything's up and running. And then once it's live and everything's set up, then I'll go through that process again of trying to get the real ads and in-app purchases into the game. I'll work on that while it's live. And once the people who need to see what all they need to see from the app, once they see it, and once they see that the game is running live and everything's working as it should, then they should be able to more quickly get through their process. So I'm going to fix all the broken functionality and re-upload it and see if we can get it into the Google Play Store. This will be exciting because this will be the first application from the company No Name Just Games LLC, right? And the developer account will be live at that point, and we'll have a thing. There'll be some intellectual property associated with the company, and that's exciting to me. I have a Windows a UI system that I created, and it's probably time that I go ahead and implement that in this. I have a couple systems that I normally use that I'm not currently using because this was supposed to be a quick game. But quick games, that doesn't mean that you should just let it be janky, right? So if you have a quick idea that you want to handle, well, make your tools more effective and more modular so that you can actually, quickly swap them in, swap them out. Right now, my Windows system, my UI system isn't all that modular. It really isn't. And I know that, and I know it will. So I'm going to have to rip it out. And I've been trying to do this for a while, ripping this UI system out of any given game and just, distilling it down to just the necessary pieces to be able to transport the system from application to application. And every time I try, I get working on a project that actually turns into something that I really want to build. So it's like, oh, well, actually, let me keep going. And then stuff gets tied in. It's like, come on, man, you gotta keep it decoupled. For the most part, a lot of the stuff that I'm building is decoupled, but yeah, no, not everything. Can't even sit here and fake like that's the case, because it's not. Let's see. All right. I'm not even sure what this is. But I'm over here just to show you what I'm talking about as far as this UI system that I built out. I've noticed some big slowdowns with Unity lately, but it honestly may just be I need to restart my PC. That's more likely, if I'm being honest with myself. Yeah. All right. So let's 2D mode. Let's zoom out quite a bit. So if you're looking, you should be able to see this. There are tons of little windows, a little guy down here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, right? And the way this functions instead, Let's zoom this out, and then I'll just press play. All right. All right, so here I am in this scene. Oh, okay, never mind. That's if I'm doing story mode. So I can just click this, start with story, and that'll go away. And then if I hit story, it just brings over whatever window is supposed to be here. Right, so it snatches that from down there. I put that back and takes me, grabs this one, puts this one here. If I want to go to the library, there's a library. It'll pull the library down, menu, and just back and forth, up and down, right? And so it does navigate properly as you expect it to. Pulls that up, press the X, pulls, and the way it works is actually pretty interesting. The screens go right here under the main game object here, all these different screens, and then I'm not like dragging and dropping anything. It gets all the child classes that inherit from give me a second. All the child classes that inherit from iWindow Interactable, which is something that I wrote myself, and each of the window interactables can then be called directly. You just tell it, hey, find this, swap out the current one that's on the screen, swap that one out, give me the window interactable that is called options. All right, and now give me the one that's called start screen, and now give me the one that's called credits. It just knows that there is a hierarchy under itself where all the screens live, and so it just goes and grabs it and pulls it up. All right, but the other part that I want to pull over is this, the story mode editor. Okay, one sec. Keep that checked. Right, because the story mode editor will give me a chance to, well, create my own ad. Let's imagine it'll be, something like this, where it plays some sound and tells some story. And maybe what I'll do, is tell, like, just have a whole like mini video series within the application, because that's really what I want it to be able to do, to turn this into an actual, like when you press the play button, you start with the intro scene. It'll play through all of the information that this one has, and then switches to the next scene, plays through all the information, and so the animations and the audio that it has, and then goes to the next scene, right? And so effectively, you can make a whole, visual novel right here. You can add and edit stuff, and do more stuff or whatever. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into what happened here, because that scene. Okay, so if I change to the last scene, looks like I'm getting an error with the component. All right, let's continue. And now let's go back. And right. Well, let's remove this for a second, put a breakpoint, go back here, and then now put the breakpoint back. Get down to the setting. All right, let's see what's up. Data is null, of course. Well, that'll do it. Why is data null? What is the component? Roger reacts. Okay, well, I mean, of course, this is introducing more spaghetti code, but honestly, I didn't even know that this was even a possibility. Now, you know what? I'm going to put it here. I'm going to say if data is equal to null, then just return. Because it shouldn't be acting on anything if data is null, but that means more will end up like this. So that's going to ripple through. So the next thing on that scene is going to be broken as well. All right, so let's see. Next to beginning, the last scene. Yep, next thing. Who else is complaining? Boom, right there. All right. Well, I'll be back next time.